Crap, crap, crap. All crap.
I am so sick of dang paper mail or snail mail. I don't know what it's even called anymore. So much of the stuff we get in the mail is completely useless and unnecessary, especially in the fact that it's 2020. We're out of the 20 teens. We're now into the 20s again. I don't care, but it's not the end of the decade. Shut up, it's the 20s. And there are so many letters we get in the mail, and half of them, no, not even half, like 80% of them are completely unnecessary. So this is, I would say, about half of our mail, which is literally just offers from credit card companies. We're not contacted them. We've never made an account with American Express. I have no idea how they even got our address. We just moved in here not even a year ago, and they send us all these offers, and it's like thick paper too. This is like heavy duty printed paper, front and back, with all these offers, and yeah, just try out our cashback card. And the same thing happens with Capital One, except it's huge. Look how big this letter is. And it is absolutely stuffed with a bunch of useless paper, with a bunch of like, yeah, you've been selected, you've been pre-qualified for this credit card, which can get you credit back. We don't want any credit cards, okay? If we were interested, we would let you know, all right? We will contact you if we want a credit card, Capital One and American Express. And we bank with Wells Fargo, but they're not off the hook either, okay? We went on their website and I went on the app just to make sure we got checked off of any type of actual, hand-delivered paper mail. We don't want any of that. We want everything done via email. Better for the environment that way. There's a lot less waste. And now it pretty much seems like I should just have a funnel going from my mailbox all the way to my dumpster, because every single day we get just letters and letters upon letters, all of it just being pure advertising. My question is, how is that legal? How is a company, in today's age where we're trying to be more conscientious about, our waste usage, and we want to push recycling and all that, that's great. I'm very happy for that. But why are we printing? Like, think of how much ink this stupid letter wasted. It is thick too. It's full of paper and that like transparent stuff on the inside too. Like, how are companies allowed to just print massive amounts of these letters and mail them to people? I don't understand how it's allowed. And the other one that drives me absolutely insane is receipts. So I made a tweet about this. Yes, I'm just kind of putting it into ranted vlog form, but sometimes when we go to the grocery store or we're just stopping at a convenience store to pick up something small, like a pair of Tums, or we needed a lighter the other day, just very simple things, they will print out this like 6-inch long receipt for a single item. And I feel like it's the 20s now. There has to be better ways for us to save on paper. And I'm not even talking about it just from an environmental point of view. Yes, that's important. We want to use less paper. It's in the digital age, but just from a convenience standpoint, it makes no sense that in this day and age we need to have significantly long receipts for every single transaction. Okay? I don't think the company needs to print their giant logo at the top, all of this other useless information about how to contact them and this number and everything. We have phones now, okay? We have websites, we have apps, especially if you have a membership with a particular place. That should instantly be an email. That should not require a paper receipt at all. And there's even places I've been to that print out the receipt, ask you if you want it, and I always say no, and then they just throw it immediately away. So why is this still a thing? Okay, I get it. Maybe there's some law that like we need to have a business transaction, and once that transaction takes place, there needs to be some type of item handed to the consumer that they can use to see what they've purchased, look at all that information and stuff, and have access to surveys or contact information, that kind of thing. Okay, I get that. But this should honestly be simplified into a very small square just with a QR code on it, okay? We can print QR codes out on very short, very small pieces of paper, and then you hold your phone over it, the camera looks at the QR code, and it takes you to a web page. Then that web page could just display all of the information, that could display everything you bought, all the surveys you're allowed to take. So if you need a receipt, that's the way to do it without having to ask for everyone's personal email and having to make a membership account at every single store you go to. If you have an account with that store, then yes, it should just instantly go to email. But if you don't have an account, I get that. I don't have memberships with every single place I shop at either. It should just be a little QR code that we can just scan. And then even if you ordered 300 things from that grocery store, you can then open it and look at all of the things you've ordered and take the surveys you want to do. All the surveys they advertise you take on the receipt are online anyway. Why are we wasting all this paper on receipts, and how are companies still allowed to mail all this garbage? All of it's just ads. Like, I'm the kind of guy that gets annoyed when there's that little red dot over my mail app on my phone. So I'm like always checking to make sure that I'm all cut up on my emails. And it's the same type of thing with my mailbox, it gets full of stuff and I want to go through all of it. But especially at a time like right now when we're waiting for, like tax information to show up in the mail. For whatever reason, Google doesn't want to do that via email, but you'd think Google, of all companies, would want to, send your tax stuff via email. But I guess maybe when it's a certain number, they have to send a physical letter. But we're waiting for that, and it's just, our mailbox is completely full of garbage, and it annoys me, and I feel like maybe we need a separate box, like, here, this mailbox is where you can put all the stuff actually addressed to me. All of the advertisements, just put into this box, and that box is just a trash can, okay? I would use that. I would take advantage of that option, because this is just an insanely huge waste of paper. The amount of stuff we've thrown out, like looking through our garbage, like a substantial piece of our garbage is literally just ads in the mail trying to get us to sign up for credit cards, and we've told Wells Fargo to not mail us stuff, and they still mail us statements and stuff. None of it's very important, all of which can be sent to us via email, but they want to print out these giant sheets of paper just telling us, here's what you spent, or here's the status of your mortgage, or here's our new policy on this. None of it has ever been crucial information, and none of it matters. All of it can be sent digitally, so it's just a huge waste, and I'm upset. Anyway, hope you're having a good day. This concludes Drew's rant on wasteful paper and my frustrations with it. I hope you have an excellent rest of your day. Take care.